Welcome to the Expensive Coins History channel. This in-depth exploration of one of Ireland's modest yet fascinating decimal era coins, the 1974 Ireland 1 pence coin with no mint mark. While this coin might seem unassuming at first glance, it carries a unique place in Irish numismatic history and presents intriguing opportunities for collectors. Today, we'll take a deep dive into its origins, its rarity, its evolving value, and what you can expect from the market in 2025. Let's begin by understanding the historical backdrop against which this coin was minted. In 1971, Ireland officially decimalized its currency, moving away from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to a simpler decimal structure. The 1 pence coin was introduced as part of this new currency family, designed to facilitate everyday transactions and symbolize Ireland's economic modernization. The 1974 edition of the 1 pence coin is notable for its production in bronze, a classic copper-tin zinc alloy, chosen for its durability and aesthetic appeal. Measuring precisely 20.3 mm in diameter and weighing approximately 3.56 grams, it was minted at the Dublin Mint, which produced the majority of Ireland's decimal coinage. This coin features a smooth, plain edge with no reading or milling, and its design highlights Irish symbolism. The obverse traditionally showcases the harp, the national emblem of Ireland, while the reverse bears the image of an oak tree, a symbol of strength and endurance. The coin's design remained consistent through several years, making subtle variations in production and mint marks crucial for collectors. One defining characteristic of the 1974 1 pence coin is the absence of a mint mark. Unlike some years or special issues that carry a small symbol indicating a specific mint or production variation, this coin was produced without any such mark, which adds a layer of intrigue for numismatists trying to distinguish it from other decimal pennies. Now, let's talk numbers and rarity. The 1974 1 pence coin was minted in a comparatively lower quantity than many other decimal pennies produced during the 1970s. Records indicate that approximately 10 million coins were minted that year without any mint mark. While 10 million might sound like a large number, in the world of coin collecting, this figure is relatively low. To put it in perspective, other years saw production volumes soaring into the tens of millions or even hundreds of millions. This comparatively low mintage instantly makes the 1974 no mint mark penny a scarce coin in the eyes of collectors. Scarcity does not automatically translate to high value, but it creates a foundation upon which demand can build, particularly if the coins survive in good condition, or if they possess other attributes that collectors find desirable. One must also consider how many coins remain in circulation today and how many have been preserved by collectors. Over time, many of these pennies would have been lost, damaged, or worn down in everyday use, further reducing the number of quality specimens available to collectors. Condition is paramount when it comes to assessing the worth of any coin, and the 1974 Ireland 1 pence is no exception. Coins are graded on a scale from poor through good, very fine, extremely fine, and mint state or uncirculated grades. A coin in poor or good condition, showing significant wear, scratches, and loss of detail, is generally worth little more than its original face value, or just a modest premium. Such coins are abundant and hold limited collector interest beyond sentimental or educational value. As the condition improves, so does the coin's value. A very fine coin will display much of the original detail, though minor wear is still evident. Extremely fine coins show only slight signs of handling, with almost all of the design details remaining sharp and clear. Finally, mint state or uncirculated coins, which have never entered circulation and retain their original mint luster, are the crown jewels for collectors. These coins are exceptionally rare for the 1974 no mint mark penny, and their scarcity combined with their pristine condition drives significantly higher prices in the marketplace. Collectors and dealers alike often pay premiums for high-grade examples, sometimes up to 20 or even 30 times the value of worn or circulated coins. Fast forward to today, 2025. And the market for the 1974 Ireland 1 penny no mint mark coin presents an interesting landscape. In everyday circulation or lower grades, these coins typically command a modest value of around 50 cents to $1 in US or international currency. They are common enough that casual collectors or enthusiasts will find them affordable and easy to acquire. However, as condition improves, so does the value. Coins in very fine condition may be valued around 75 cents to $1, reflecting their relative scarcity and desirability. The real value jump occurs with coins graded extremely fine or higher. Here, prices can escalate to anywhere between $25 and $50 depending on exact condition, provenance, and market demand. Mint state or uncirculated coins from 1974 without mint marks are exceedingly rare, and when available for sale, these specimens can command prices ranging from $50 to upwards of $90 or more. Prices fluctuate depending on the venue, whether private sales, auctions, or online marketplaces, and the current collector interest in Irish decimal coins. It's also important to recognize that market values are influenced by broader economic factors such as precious metal prices, collector trends, and even the global economy. So what factors contribute to the collectability and potential future value of this coin? Firstly, scarcity is a driving factor, especially relative to other years and mint mark variations. Secondly, the coin's condition greatly impacts desirability, with pristine examples commanding the highest premiums. Thirdly, historical significance plays a subtle role. The 1974 penny is part of Ireland's early decimal coinage, marking an important shift in the nation's monetary history. Coins from transition periods often garner increased attention from collectors due to their symbolic importance. Finally, the coin's appeal is tied to broader trends in the numismatic world. Interest in Irish coinage has been stable, with collectors appreciating the blend of cultural symbolism and historical context. Looking ahead, as coins from this era continue to age and fewer high-quality specimens remain available, it is plausible that the value of well-preserved 1974 pennies could appreciate modestly over time. However, it is equally important to temper expectations. This coin, while historically significant and scarce, is not among the world's rarest or most valuable coins. The 1974 Ireland 1 pence coin with no mint mark is a modest yet noteworthy piece of Ireland's decimal coinage history. Its relatively low mintage makes it scarcer than many of its contemporaries, and the condition of individual coins heavily influences their value. In 2025, most coins in circulated condition are worth only a small premium above face value. However, collectors seeking high-grade examples can find coins valued up to nearly $100 or more. If you happen to own one of these coins, it's worth having it professionally graded or at least carefully examined by a knowledgeable collector or dealer. Preserving the coin in excellent condition and storing it properly can help maintain or even increase its value over time. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1974 Ireland 1 penny no mint mark coin offers a fascinating glimpse into Ireland's economic history and presents a collectible piece that bridges past and present. The 1980 Ireland 1 penny coin, specifically the no mint mark variety. We will explore its rich history, examine its rarity, analyze its market value, and understand why it might be worth more than you think in 2025. To understand the significance of the 1980 Ireland 1 penny coin, it's important to start with a brief overview of Irish coinage history. Ireland decimalized its currency in 1971, transitioning from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a new decimal system that was easier to use and aligned with international standards. This was a monumental shift not only in how currency was calculated but also in how it was designed and minted. The 1 penny coin, or simply the penny, was a key part of this new system. It replaced the old penny but was smaller and lighter, struck primarily in bronze, which was later replaced with copper-plated steel in some years. The 1980 penny featured a classic design that remains beloved by collectors. On one side, the coin proudly displayed the Irish harp, the national emblem of Ireland, symbolizing the country's rich cultural heritage. The obverse side featured the word eire, the Irish name for Ireland, alongside the year of minting, 1980. Gabriel Hayes, a renowned Irish artist and sculptor, designed the coin, contributing an elegant and timeless look that has endured for decades. The design reflects both tradition and national pride, making it an important cultural artifact in addition to being a piece of currency. The 1980 Ireland 1 penny coin has some notable physical characteristics that are key to understanding its value and appeal. It measures 20.3 mm in diameter and weighs approximately 3.56 grams. The coin is composed of bronze, giving it a distinct reddish-brown hue that can vary slightly depending on circulation and preservation. The edge of the coin is plain, without any reeding or ornamentation, which is typical for pennies of this era. Its size and weight were carefully chosen to balance durability with convenience in everyday use. Because of the large mintage numbers produced in 1980, many pennies remain in circulation or in collections, making the coin relatively common. However, the condition of these coins varies widely, from heavily circulated and worn to uncirculated examples that look almost brand new. In 1980, the Irish Mint produced approximately 86.7 million pennies. This large mintage means the coin is not particularly rare in the traditional sense. However, rarity is not just about quantity minted but also about surviving examples, condition, and any notable variants. Coins that have been well preserved in mint or near mint condition, often described as uncirculated or in mint state, are considerably rarer than the average coin found in circulation. These high-grade coins are especially prized by collectors and command higher prices on the market. Additionally, collectors sometimes search for coins with minting errors or unusual characteristics. While the 1980 penny does not have widely documented error varieties, the occasional misstrike, double die, or planchet flaw can occur, and these variants are significantly more valuable to specialists. Beyond its face value and mintage numbers, the 1980 penny represents an important chapter in Ireland's monetary history. It was minted during a period of relative stability in Irish coinage before the introduction of the euro in 2002. As such, it serves as a tangible connection to the pre-euro Irish economy and culture. Collectors often prize such coins not only for their metal content or scarcity but for the story they tell, the story of a nation's economy, artistic heritage, and everyday life. The 1980 penny, with its elegant harp and the simple inscription of eire, captures the spirit of modern Ireland while linking back to centuries of tradition. Now, let's talk about what really interests most people: the value of the 1980 Ireland 1 penny coin today, in 2025. Generally speaking, most circulated examples of the 1980 penny hold minimal monetary value above their face value or metal content. The majority of coins that have been used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear tend to be worth around 75 cents to 90 cents in US dollars. This modest value reflects the coin's widespread availability and relatively common nature. However, for collectors seeking higher-grade examples, uncirculated coins or those in exceptional condition can fetch slightly higher prices. Coins graded as extremely fine or mint state can command premiums, sometimes reaching $1 to $2 or more, depending on the buyer and the market. It's important to note that the coin's copper content, while modest, can also influence its baseline value, especially if copper prices rise. Yet, because this coin is primarily a collector's item today rather than a source of metal value, its market price is driven largely by collector demand and condition rather than intrinsic metal worth. Several factors influence the market value of the 1980 Ireland penny. First, condition or grade. coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are more valuable. Any signs of scratches, discoloration, or damage reduce a coin's worth. Second, rarity of variants. As mentioned, minting errors or unique die variations, if found, greatly increase desirability and price. Third, demand among collectors. Coins that complete a full set of Irish decimal pennies often see increased demand. The 1980 penny fills an essential slot in such collections. Fourth, economic factors. Fluctuations in metal prices or collector market trends impact values over time. Finally, provenance and certification. Certified coins, graded by professional numismatic services, often command higher prices due to guaranteed authenticity and condition. If you are considering collecting or investing in the 1980 Ireland 1 penny coin, here are some tips to keep in mind. Always assess the coin's condition carefully. Look for coins with clear details, no corrosion, and minimal wear. Seek out certified coins if possible. Professional grading adds confidence to your purchase. Educate yourself on typical market prices to avoid overpaying. Monitor auction results and reputable dealer listings. Beware of counterfeits or altered coins. Purchase from trusted sources and request guarantees when possible. Remember that while the 1980 penny is a charming collectible, it is unlikely to produce large financial returns quickly. Treat it as a piece of history first and investment second. The 1980 Ireland 1 penny coin is a fascinating and valuable piece of Irish numismatic history. While generally common due to its high mintage, it holds significant appeal for collectors who appreciate its design, historical context, and role in Ireland's transition to decimal currency. Its current market value in 2025 is modest for most circulated coins but can rise considerably for uncirculated or rare examples. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting, this penny offers a unique opportunity to own a tangible link to Ireland's past. The 1988 1 penny coin, often simply called the 1p. While it may appear modest at first glance, this small bronze coin carries with it a rich history, subtle design significance, and, for collectors, an intriguing story about rarity and value in the current market. We'll explore everything you need to know about this particular coin, its origin, design elements, production details, rarity status, and what it's worth in 2025. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just curious about Irish coins, this video will provide a comprehensive look at the 1988 no-mint mark Ireland 1p coin. To understand the 1988 penny, it's important to place it within the context of Ireland's decimal currency system, introduced on Decimal Day in 1971. Prior to this, Ireland, like the United Kingdom, used the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. Decimalization simplified currency by dividing the pound into 100 new pence, modernizing the nation's coinage. The 1 penny coin was a key element in this transition. Made primarily of bronze, the 1p coin was designed with both functionality and cultural identity in mind. Its obverse features the traditional Irish harp, a symbol deeply associated with Ireland's heritage and statehood. The harp's intricate design adds a layer of elegance to the coin, symbolizing the nation's pride and history. On the reverse side, you will find a striking ornamental bird, crafted by the talented Irish artist Gabriel Hayes. This bird design was inspired by ancient Irish manuscripts and Celtic art, reflecting a connection to Ireland's artistic and cultural traditions dating back centuries. The bird, stylized with flowing lines and intricate details, makes the coin visually unique among other decimal coins of the era. Physically, the 1988 1 penny coin measures 20.32 mm in diameter and weighs approximately 3.56 grams. Its bronze composition gives it a warm reddish hue, and it features a smooth edge, making it easily distinguishable by touch. The 1988 coin was minted in Dublin at the Irish Mint, the sole official producer of the country's coinage. That year, Approximately 56.7 million of these pennies were produced, making it one of the more common issues in the decimal penny series. The high mintage was intended to meet ongoing circulation demands, as pennies were widely used in everyday transactions across Ireland during this period. However, the absence of a mint mark on this 1988 coin is an interesting point for collectors. Unlike coins from some other countries, Irish decimal coins generally did not carry mint marks, so the 1988 pennies, no mint mark, status simply reflects standard practice rather than a unique variant. This means that the coin was minted at the Dublin facility without additional identifying marks. When considering rarity, the 1988 penny is somewhat of a paradox. On the one hand, millions were minted, suggesting it is abundant. On the other hand, collectors note that high-grade examples, those with minimal wear, sharp details, and lustrous surfaces, are harder to come by, especially after decades of circulation. Many coins were subject to heavy use, environmental wear, and loss, making pristine specimens increasingly rare. The scarcity of uncirculated or near-mint condition coins from 1988 elevates their desirability among collectors who focus on quality and preservation. These coins can command a premium compared to their heavily circulated counterparts. Grading plays a crucial role in determining the value of any collectible coin, including the 1988 Irish penny. The grading scale ranges from poor, fair, and good, where coins show heavy wear and loss of detail, to fine, very fine, extremely fine, and uncirculated, where details are crisp and surfaces remain largely untouched. Collectors prize uncirculated coins, often seeking those graded as mint state by professional services, which confirm the coin's superior condition and authenticity. Coins with original mint luster, sharp edges, and no blemishes are considered highly collectible. Conversely, coins worn smooth or showing scratches and discoloration hold less appeal and therefore lower market value. So, what does this mean in terms of value in 2025? The 1988 no-mint mark Irish 1p penny generally carries modest value due to its large mintage. Most circulated coins trade for less than $1 in the collector market, often between 50 cents and $1, depending on condition. However, uncirculated coins or those graded professionally in top condition can fetch between $1 to $2, sometimes slightly higher depending on buyer interest and the sale venue. It is important to note that despite being low in face value and overall market value, the coin still holds sentimental and historic value, especially for collectors specializing in Irish decimal coinage. While it is not a coin that will dramatically increase in value or generate significant wealth, it is a fine example of Ireland's mid-20th century coinage that remains accessible to beginners and affordable for most collectors. The 1988 Ireland 1p coin was part of Ireland's decimal currency system introduced in 1971. It features the iconic Irish harp and an ornamental bird design by Gabriel Hayes. Approximately 56.7 million were minted in Dublin, with no mint mark, following standard practice. While common overall, well-preserved specimens are relatively scarce. Values in 2025 range from around 50 cents for circulated coins to just over $1 for uncirculated examples. It holds modest monetary value but significant historical and cultural interest, whether you are a collector looking to fill out your Irish decimal set or simply fascinated by the story behind everyday objects. The 1988 no-mint mark Ireland 1 penny coin offers a glimpse into Ireland's monetary history and artistic heritage. The 1995 no-mint mark Ireland 2 pence coin. This coin, part of the decimal series introduced by the Republic of Ireland, holds a unique place in numismatic circles for a variety of reasons, ranging from its design and production history to its rarity and market value in 2025. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, this detailed exploration will give you a full picture of what makes this coin special and what you can expect if you own one today. Ireland decimalised its currency in the early 1970s, a major transition that brought about new coin designs and denominations to replace the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The 2-pence coin was introduced in 1971 alongside the rest of the decimal coinage. It served as a small, commonly used denomination and was minted continuously for several decades. The 1995 2-pence coin belongs to the later years of this series. It was produced during a period when the Irish Mint was responsible for striking these coins domestically. The coin is composed of copper-plated steel, a composition that replaced the earlier bronze to reduce production costs. It has a diameter of approximately 25.9 mm and weighs just over 7 grams, making it a coin of substantial size for such a low denomination. One of the striking aspects of the 1995 Ireland 2-pence coin is its design, which holds cultural and artistic significance. The obverse side features the traditional Irish harp, a symbol deeply embedded in Irish identity and used extensively in official Irish imagery. This side also includes the year of issue and the word eire, which means Ireland in the Irish language. On the reverse, you will find a stylized image of a bird, which is based on motifs from the Book of Kells, an illuminated manuscript that is one of Ireland's most treasured cultural artifacts. The design was created by the renowned Irish artist Gabriel Hayes and reflects the country's rich artistic heritage and national pride. The 1995 2-pence coin was produced at the Dublin Mint. Interestingly, this particular coin has no mint mark, which means it was minted in the main facility without any special identifying marks that sometimes denote production at different mint locations or special issues. This absence of a mint mark is typical for Irish coins of this era, but it has nonetheless become a point of interest for collectors who carefully study minting variations. The total mintage for the 1995 2-pence coin was relatively high compared to other coins with notable scarcity, reaching tens of millions. This large production run means that, in general, the coin is not extremely rare, although specific condition grades and errors can affect its collectability and value. When discussing rarity, it is important to differentiate between mintage numbers and actual collector availability. While the 1995 no-mint Mark 2-pence coin was minted in large quantities, many of these coins circulated heavily before Ireland adopted the euro in 2002. This circulation has resulted in most surviving specimens showing signs of wear, making high-grade, uncirculated examples harder to find. Collectors often classify this coin as scarce to very scarce in uncirculated condition. However, due to the sheer number produced, it does not rank among the rarest Irish coins. The real rarity lies in coins that have been preserved in mint state, retaining their original luster and sharp detail. Fast forwarding to the present day, the 1995 no-mint Mark Ireland 2-pence coin holds modest value in the collector's market. For circulated coins showing moderate wear, the value is generally just above face value, often selling for a few cents to $1 depending on condition and demand. However, uncirculated or proof-like specimens, especially those graded highly by professional coin grading services, can command prices ranging from several dollars to around $15 or $20. This range reflects interest from collectors seeking to complete sets or those who appreciate the coin's aesthetic and historical significance. It is important to note that market trends fluctuate. While the coin's value is not skyrocketing, it has remained relatively stable, and certain coins with exceptional condition or provenance occasionally attract premiums. Several factors contribute to the coin's market value. The primary considerations include the coin's condition, whether it is circulated, uncirculated, or proof-like. Uncirculated coins with no signs of wear and original mint shine are much more desirable. Another factor is the presence of any errors or unique characteristics. While the 1995 2-pence coin generally does not have widely known errors, collectors should always examine coins closely, as minor die cracks, doubling, or planchet flaws can significantly increase a coin's worth. Finally, the demand within the collector community plays a vital role. As more collectors focus on completing Irish decimal sets or seek Irish coins for their historical appeal, demand for coins like this can rise. You might wonder why a relatively common coin from the 1990s deserves this level of attention. The answer lies in its representation of a transitional period in Irish currency history. The 1995 no-mint Mark II pence coin serves as a tangible connection to Ireland's pre-Euro monetary system and carries the artistic heritage embodied by its design. For collectors interested in Irish coins, this coin often forms an essential part of any comprehensive collection. It also serves as an accessible entry point for those new to numismatics who want to explore Irish coins without a large initial investment. If you happen to own one or more of these coins, here are a few practical tips. Preserve any uncirculated specimens in protective holders to maintain their condition. Examine coins carefully under good lighting and magnification to spot any potential errors or unique features. If you plan to buy, look for reputable dealers and auction platforms that specialize in Irish or decimal coins to ensure authenticity. Keep an eye on grading services if you are considering selling, as professionally graded coins often fetch higher prices. The 1995 no-mint Mark Ireland 2 pence coin is a fascinating piece with rich historical context, moderate rarity in top conditions, and a stable market value in 2025 that makes it attractive to both new and experienced collectors. While it may not be a coin that commands exorbitant prices, its cultural significance, pleasing design, and role in Ireland's decimal currency history make it a worthy subject of numismatic study. The 1996 Ireland 1 penny coin belongs to the final years of the Irish pound era before the euro took over in the early 2000s. This coin was minted during a transitional time for Ireland both economically and culturally, reflecting a blend of tradition and modernization in its design and production. It is part of a broader series of pennies that featured the iconic Irish harp on the obverse and a stylized bird on the reverse, symbols deeply embedded in Irish heritage and identity. Measuring approximately 20.3 mm in diameter and weighing about 3.56 grams, this coin was primarily composed of copper-plated steel, a material choice that balanced durability with cost efficiency. Its composition is a testament to the era's coinage technology and Ireland's minting practices at the time. Let's take a closer look at the coin's design. The obverse side prominently displays the word eire, the Irish name for Ireland, alongside the date, 1996. Central to this face is the national emblem, the harp, a centuries-old symbol representing Irish sovereignty and cultural pride. The harp's detailed engraving reflects the craftsmanship of the coin designers and serves as a visual reminder of Ireland's rich history. Turning the coin over, the reverse side features the denomination 1p, representing 1 penny, accompanied by an elegantly stylized bird in flight. This bird symbolizes freedom and aspiration, embodying Ireland's forward-looking spirit during the late 20th century. The simplicity and elegance of the design make it instantly recognizable to collectors and casual observers alike. One aspect that makes the 1996 penny particularly interesting is the absence of a mint mark. During this time, Irish coins were produced primarily at the Royal Mint in London. Many coins from other years feature mint marks to indicate their place of production, but the 1996 penny does not. This lack of a mint mark has sparked considerable discussion among collectors, with some debating whether this variation affects the coin's rarity or value. Despite the absence of a mint mark, it is important to clarify that this coin was widely produced and circulated, with millions minted that year. Its widespread distribution means that it was commonly found in everyday transactions across Ireland during the late 1990s. The year 1996 sits at an interesting crossroads in Ireland's modern history. The country was experiencing rapid economic development, often referred to as the Celtic Tiger period, marked by increased foreign investment, technological advancements, and rising living standards. The penny, though small in denomination, was an essential part of the currency system, facilitating everyday purchases and business transactions. Coins like the 1996 penny served as daily reminders of national identity during a time of significant change. However, this era of the Irish pound was drawing to a close as Ireland prepared to join the Eurozone. By 2002, the Irish pound and all its coins, including the 1996 penny, were withdrawn from circulation and replaced by euro currency, which further increased the historical value of coins from this final decade of Ireland's own currency. While the 1996 penny was minted in high quantities, its collectability is nuanced. In circulated condition, this coin is quite common and generally holds nominal value. However, numismatists place particular interest in specimens that exhibit exceptional condition, especially those classified as uncirculated or proof-like. The absence of a mint mark on this coin does add a layer of intrigue. Some collectors consider it a distinct variety worthy of special attention. Additionally, certain eire coins or variations produced during this period, such as those with slight differences in strike or finish, can command higher interest for collectors aiming to build a comprehensive set of Irish coins or those focusing on the pre-Euro era. Obtaining a high-grade 1996 penny without a mint mark can be a satisfying pursuit. The condition, including the sharpness of the engraving, luster, and absence of wear or corrosion, significantly affects desirability. As we move into 2025, the market for the 1996 Ireland 1 penny coin remains steady but modest. Most circulated coins typically trade for less than $1, reflecting their common status. Collectors and dealers usually value these coins between 20 and 50 cents in standard circulated grades. However, coins graded as uncirculated or near uncirculated can fetch prices ranging from $1 to $3, depending on the grading authority and buyer interest. Coins with exceptional eye appeal or those part of larger, well-documented collections might command premium prices. It's also worth noting that interest in Irish pre-Euro coins has been growing steadily among collectors worldwide, especially as Ireland's economic and cultural story gains more international attention. This rising awareness helps sustain demand, even for lower denomination coins such as the 1 penny. Several factors influence the value of the 1996 Ireland 1 penny coin today. First and foremost is condition. Coins that retain original mint luster and have minimal contact marks or scratches are highly prized. Second, provenance can play a role. Coins from reputable collections or with verified histories often attract higher bids. Market trends in numismatics also impact pricing. Economic conditions, collector interest in Irish coinage, and the availability of similar coins on the market contribute to price fluctuations. Additionally, unique eires or rare varieties within the 1996 penny series, if discovered, could significantly boost individual coin values. The 1996 Ireland 1 penny coin without a mint mark is a compelling piece that offers more than just monetary value. It encapsulates a moment in Ireland's cultural and economic timeline and represents an important chapter in the story of Irish currency. While common in everyday circulation, its value to collectors depends heavily on condition and rarity factors. Whether you're a casual enthusiast or a serious numismatist, owning this coin can serve as a tangible connection to Ireland's rich history and its journey into the modern era. As 2025 progresses, keeping an eye on market trends and the condition of your coins will be key to understanding their potential worth. Thank you for joining me in this detailed exploration. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Irish coinage, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss future content. Feel free to leave any questions or share your experiences with Irish coins in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting.